What is up, guys? BiblioCraft here. Today we're back in action on the Dinosaur mod pack. Still not dubbed anything yet. I've been thinking of some names, like Pyro mentioned Meaty Park, so like Jurassic Park, Meaty Park. I don't know. I was also thinking about just calling it Horde, but I think Pyro said that Horde is kind of like generic, and I mean it's nice and simple and sweet, but the word Horde can be used for a lot of things, so it's going to be kind of hard to differentiate horde, like my horde pack from, you know, like just the word horde or whatever. I don't know, but we're still coming up with the name. We'll probably come up with a better name over the couple weeks that we're going to be playing it. Unfortunately, we can't make it public right now, and the reason we can't make it public is, I mean, we could, and there's not really much the mod developers could do about it, but I kind of want to just be respectful and keep it private. But the dinosaur people, Fossils and Archeology, said just keep it private until they hit 1.6, and then they're going to open up their mod to everything. So I was like, okay, I don't know when 1.6 is going to be, but whenever that happens, we'll also open up the pack to the public too, with an exclusion of Mo creatures. Mo creatures will not be included by default, just because we will never get the permission from that guy. So what you guys need, all the configs, GUI API, all the secondary things will be included by default. All you got to do is just download 1.52 Mo creatures and put it in the mods folder, and it'll start up fine. Everything will work, all the configs, all the chests will be set to them, all that kind of stuff. So the pack's been done for a few days now. We've just been kind of tweaking the configs to like set, because we actually have 3 different dungeon packs in it right now. We have the Ruins mod, which is made by Kodiak Zero, and he also makes battle towers and all that kind of stuff. But the Ruins mod is kind of like, you see the broken down battle towers and all of, like, the houses and huts everywhere. That's him. They don't really have chests and stuff in them, except for the battle towers. The broken down battle towers do. We don't have normal battle towers because honestly I don't really like battle towers. They're everywhere and they're weird and just, I don't know, they're all the same. But we have the ruins, so you're going to see a lot of broken down houses and stuff everywhere. Unfortunately, I'm not in an area where that is. I'm actually kind of in an ugly area. But the reason I chose this is because I was just kind of looking around, and I found this ship and some other stuff. So we're going to take a kind of look at all the mods we have in the pack. And the reason a video didn't go out today is because Jeremy's been really sick, so it might be a couple days before we get a Feed the Beast episode out. But we are about to start 2 new series, so Dinosaurs and something else, and Pyro's going to be joining us for the something else. So you guys will see that soon. It's going to be freaking awesome. You guys are going to love it. Let's just say both the things people have ever asked me for is about to happen. So that's a little teaser. And if you've asked for me to play a certain mod pack, that's probably you're probably going to be happy. So let's take a look at all the mods. Actually, before we do that, I said the pack has been done for a couple days. Well, that's not necessarily true. I've been tweaking the configs. I'll put all the packs together. I've been doing all the configs and tweaking. I set all the animals for every biome that I want. We also have dinosaurs spawning in the wild, so you don't have to go to the dinosaur dimension. Just because I thought it was more medieval, more like Jurassic feeling. I like the dinosaurs in the wild. And also we have wyverns from Mo creatures spawning in every biome, and we had to tone them down a couple times because I've spawned in a couple times and there's been like 1,000 dragons above my head. I'm just like, oh god, and like they immediately attack me and I die. Okay, I'm back. We had a little a weird thing there. I don't know, Mo creatures is causing a lot of problems because it's GUI API. I don't know. It's like making the server and the client is kind of crashing a little bit because I guess there's just like too many creatures or something. I'm not exactly sure. We're working on it. This is a beta at this point because all the features are implemented, everything's done. We just kind of have to fix all the problems. So that's what our series is going to be about. Waiting to release it because of the dinosaur mod is actually a good thing because we can get, you know, a couple weeks in or a month in of doing the series, kind of iron out all the problems, and then by the time it hits you guys, hopefully all the bugs will be fixed. So, you know, it's kind of a bonus, you know, because I want to make a good mod pack, something you enjoy, and obviously all the features are amazing so far. It just kind of iron out the small little problems like, you know, crashing the server and stuff like that. But as you see, this is a boat from, I think, I don't see any chests, so I guess this is from, I don't know. I guess the dungeon pack. That's because we have 3 different dungeon mods: Ruins, Better Dungeons, which Better Dungeons is the thing you see in Hexit. You also see Ruins in Hexit, but we have a bunch of different ruins than Hexit has. But Better Dungeons, which is where all of the essences come into play. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, this dungeon generator, and then all of this stuff is from Better Dungeons. And then we also have the dungeon pack, which is like the thing you saw in the first season of WWM, and then also in Big Dig. It has like the floating blaze sky like churches, and also has the underwater fortresses, which is there's one right there. So you should find some content pretty often. Our settings are a lot different than Hexit, so some things are going to be more common than others. Okay, so this is one of the underwater things. Let me get some torches up in here. And then I've set all the chest configs, so you're gonna find random stuff in the chests. Oh, laggy. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna have Zal work on that. I think it has either to do with dungeons or mode creatures. I'm not exactly sure. But as you see, these are all freaking. This is like a food room, and we have more food. We have some rose seeds, some dandelion seeds. We have cooked turkey, some bamboo shoots, pumpkin pies. So yeah, it's gonna be like you're gonna get a lot of food. Hop. And some of these things, like the hop and then the apple cores, and then you're going to encounter some grape seeds and stuff, and dandelion seeds, rose seeds. These are all from GrowthCraft, and we added them all to the food chest because we thought they were pretty useful, honestly, because the only other way I think you can find them, I mean, I guess you can kill seeds and stuff, but most of the time you're going to find them in villages, so we kind of wanted to make them a little bit more common. So let's just explore some more stuff here. Oh, so we got a hook shoot. We got some pet food. So we actually, since Smoke Creatures is in and you have to use pet food on a lot of animals, we made pet food a thing. Let's see, what else? Let's try to find something cool. So you see, here's some essences, some more pet food, block of gold, some emeralds. Oh, we got some fucking dinosaur biofossils. Nice. Nice. Okay, so that's pretty much what you can expect from little dungeons here. So now let's I mean, you can expect more. We have a lot of stuff that can spawn. We have a lot of like 1% chance spawning items, like pretty OP staffs and stuff like that from Mo Creatures and some other stuff. Yeah, so we have a lot of things you can find. I tried to get rid of these lighthouses, but obviously they're somewhere else because they're still there, which I guess they're fine. They just add a little bit more structures. I don't really like them that much, though. Okay, so let's look at some of the mods here. So, of course, we have the Dino mod, which is going to be this ancient weapons, ancient armors, ancient tools, and then ancient food, which is like the steak. We actually have some, let's see, just dino steak spawning randomly in some of the chests. None of the other stuff. Shochiole. We have ancient items, all that stuff. Of course, we have Mo Creatures, so you know you can get all the different types of breeds of horses, like the Pegasus, and then the Unicorn, and the like the Bat Horse, and then the Hell Pegasus, and all the other cool stuff. I think saddles do. I think medallions sometimes spawn randomly, or rarely, I guess. I think some of these amulets spawn like 1% chance. You have different rarities on the mount armor that spawns. I think also the elephant mount armor spawns too in the chests. Of course, we have the dungeon. I think it's called More Dungeons or Better Dungeons. Yeah, we have all the essences with all the staves and the arrows, and then I think this also includes the big swords. Just part of them, not all of those. I don't know. I think that's Asgard shields as the other ones or something. Maybe Hexical or something, or maybe the Hexit mod. I don't know. We don't have either of those because I thought shields was kind of useless. I mean, they're cool to have, but they're kind of useless. So we also have Jammy's Furniture if you want to decorate, your house, stuff like that. Some more ancient stuff. Okay, we do have Battlegear 2, which at the moment it's not really doing that much cool stuff besides adding a variety of weapons. I guess only the 1.6 version is the one where you can dual wield and it changes the fighting mechanics and stuff. So this right here is just in here, I guess, waiting for 1.6. But you can make this stuff if you do like it, like a war axe, diamond mace, things like that. We have Aqua Culture, which you can catch all these fish. You also have random chances to catch treasure chests or driftwood or lock boxes or tin cans, you know, useless stuff and really good stuff. And I guess you also have a chance to get, I don't know if the treasure chests have a chance to give you these Neptunian bars, or if you find them. I don't see any Neptunian ores, so I guess you have to fish a lot to get like this whole Neptunian set. So that'll give you guys something to work towards, us something to work toward. We of course have Natura, which adds a lot of plant life and trees throughout the world, and a lot of stuff in the Nether, making the Nether look awesome. Biomes O Plenty, of course. We have probably half the biomes disabled just because we don't like a lot of them. But you can expect to see some of the coolest ones like Sacred Springs and Jade Cliffs. Also, all the mobs are set to spawn there, stuff like that. We do have the Runic Dust Mod, which is going to be kind of like our tech magic mod a little bit, because Runic Dust is about magic. You kill leaves and grass and stuff, and you can turn like seeds and stuff into dust, and I think blaze into dust. I forget exactly what all can be turned into dust. It's been probably since, I haven't played with it since maybe 1.2.5, but it's really cool. Let me find, you can make, there's like 50 plus runes, and the runes, yeah, see, like whoever's saying something about my mouse shows up here in the GUIs. Yeah, see, like I'm over top of runes right now. I'm in the middle of the book. I'm on inscription. Yeah, my mouse shows up. I don't know what they're talking about. Okay, so this is the basic rune. It spawns a torch. You sacrifice, like a lot of these runes, you sacrifice something to get something. So some of them you'll sacrifice a pig, and it'll like, you know, do something cool. Some of them are like instant. It digs like a 5x5 hole underneath of you and gives you a place to actually, that's what this is right here. Rune of the rabbit hole. Actually, let's build this real quick. Whoa! Oh my God! It's I forgot to mention we have weeping angels, and these things, if you ever watch Doctor Who, they are freaking scary. That. Okay, you're not doing anything, buddy. Maybe because I'm not in survival. Okay. Okay. So let's do. Wait, what was this rune here? Shifty. So we got a little 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Whoa, buddy, get out of my face. 3. Okay, so. And okay, so oh, there we go. So you use the rune, it makes a little hole for you to stay in. Of course, this one wouldn't have worked that well because there's freaking a cave here, so you would have immediately got attacked by zombies. But this rune is kind of like if you don't want to feel like digging a hole on your first night, you know, and you shift and you go back up, which is really cool. I love the Runic Dust mod. It's like a magic mod that has tech in it because you can set up teleporters. And some of the runes are really complex. Let's see if I can find them. So it sacrifices 2 coal for 2 experience, 2 logs plus 2 sticks, I think. And it chops down all trees within an area. So that's cool, you know, whatever. 8 logs, zombie flesh lasts the 4th of the day unless fueled. And it creates a flame that allows you to smelt items instantly. You know, how awesome is that? So, and they also have time limits. They're not going to last forever. It lasts a fourth of a day unless you supply with more logs and more zombie flesh. So I think it's a really cool mechanic. Digs a what? Okay, let's start at the beginning. Okay, sets entities and landscape on fire when the entity comes near. Zaps entities with lightning when the entity comes near. Poisons, creates a variable size explosion. You know, like entraps a single mob or player that walks nearby. Will not entrap the summoner. Locks day, nighttime, sand falling and water flowing. So it's like a time thing. for as long as it is fueled. Beware, very high chance of bugs, especially with other mods. Yeah, so don't use that. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you not to use that. And there's just all kinds of stuff. You can like set up mob spawners where it'll automatically collect the drops. Like you can set up the rune is huge though. Let's see if I can find it. Acts like a battery, storing an infinite amount of fuel and read this. Okay, yeah. So you can set up like little networks. So you can have runes that distribute fuel to other runes that need the fuel. So like that's what this is for. So you know you can set up like really this mod is all about putting 4 or 5 runes together to get to do a function. So it's kind of like a techie magic thing. I think it's really cool. I think you guys are going to like it. It has been around for a while, so a lot of you guys might know about it. And there's one that's really big. Like this one is a teleportation one. It's really cool. You have to have like blaze and other stuff. Ooh, creates a sprite that'll follow you and catch things on fire. Awesome. Spawns a random record, and then there's one where you can use it to use spawners, and it'll kill all the mobs and kill all the drops, but it'll give you like triple the experience, stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff. We've talked about Runic Dust enough. So I'm gonna throw all this stuff away. We have falling meteors, of course, so you have all the Correctorite, Meteorite, and Freezerite stuff. We have Tinker's Construct. That's what we replaced Mine Fantasy with, which is that's not a good replacement at all, but everyone's familiar with Tinkers. You can do a lot of cool stuff with it. So until 1.6, we're going to keep this. So yeah, let's see. Biomes O Plenty. I think that's everything on that. TrainCraft is really, really cool. So I'm going to set up a little train here. Rail. Let's set up a little train setup. Just because everything... Okay, I was checking my Skype real quick to see if Zyle responded. And of course he didn't, but Zyle's awesome. He put that together, this pack, really fast. And as far as the crashing is concerned, it's a really recent mod. So I think the only real recent mods we've added is the DungeonPack. So that might be all the dungeon mods is the recent mods. So that might be the problem. We might have to see. I don't know. I think it's from the the dungeon pack that's on Big Dig. So let's see. Look at this, some tropics and stuff. Okay, let's find a flat area. I want to set up a little. I think this is fine. This is fine right here. Let's do some of this. Let's kill some of this little area here. And I'm gonna set up a little train for you guys. So we do boom, 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 boom. We're just going to do a small little track. Balls. This is ugly, but whatever. Cool. Awesome. So I thought this is cool because we're going to have multiple people on the server. Of course, German Man. Rowan and maybe some other people. I think Krillic and then our buddy Xenown and then maybe Winter and stuff. I'm not exactly 100% sure who's all joining. They'll be all in the description when we start the series. But let's grab a train here. I just want to grab this small steam locomotive. So you place this down. Oh, that's this really small one. That's cool. I like the little bigger ones though. Crap. What am I doing? Let's do steam locomotive. Yeah. Yeah. I like that one better. Oh. There we go. Okay. I just ruined everything, didn't I? Sure, copper ore. We'll fix you up with some copper ore. Okay, so we got a steam locomotive. So I'm not going to cover how to attach carts and stuff. I think you need a stake. I think that's what it's called. Maybe we can attach a cart. Let's see. Let's attach a freaking mail wagon. Why not? Let's find a stake. I think that's what it is. Yep, stake. Let's put the cart right here. Let's there you go. So these two are attached now. The clicking is a little weird. I noticed you kind of have to aim at the wheels a little bit close to the bottom. So these two are attached now with the stake. So let's get some coal and some water. 2, 3, 4, 5. So these require about 4 or 5 water buckets, and you're only going to really need maybe a stack and a half. Damn it. Did I really just do that? Did that just happen? Did that actually just happen? Please tell me. Okay. Pick up this rail. Sure. Why not? But just ruined all of my hopes and dreams. Okay, let me fix this, and I want to show you guys how to run it. It's going to be freaking awesome. Okay, so you right-click in here, and then when you're inside the train, you got to press R. And whenever you press R, you can fill it up with water, and it should automatically start filling up, which is really cool. And then you put your coal in. So you got two options right here. You have brake and off. I think the brake's on right now, so I don't know. We'll see in a second. It takes a little while to heat up. Once it heats up, you'll be able to move. You press WS to move around. And then for the best viewing pleasure, you have to press F5 and look. You're inside of it. There's also passenger carts where people can get in the car behind you. There's cargo carts where they're pretty much like giant chests where you can hold stuff or haul stuff. This mod is awesome. I think it'd be really cool to connect bases or whatever. Maybe like a just a train station. It's really amazing. So maybe this is heated up. Let's press R and let's see if we can move forward. Oh, maybe the brake's on. Maybe that's on. Yeah. So turns are a little weird, especially with this small track. But it's really cool. It'll start making. Oh, I think I have particles off actually. Let me video settings, animations, particles, all. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that looks amazing. Looks amazing. So I'm actually going to right click, get out, press F5 a couple times, and it'll keep going. Like I can get in this back thing if I don't think this is a passenger thing, so maybe no, it's not a passenger thing. Okay, so this is gonna keep going, and let's go do some other stuff. So let's say, so we have BiblioCraft, so we have Jammy's and BiblioCraft. We have Craft and Enchant because I don't like the vanilla system, and I think Enchanting Plus is a little OP. So this is actually not that hard once you get into it. You pretty much, whenever you enchant something with the enchanting table or whatever, it gives you slots on weapons, and then you can use like scrolls of fire to have like, flame 2 or whatever, stuff like that. Scroll of fire for fire protection on armor, things like that. And whatever slot you designate it to. So like, if you have a slot 3, then it's going to be like fire protection 3, stuff like that. So I don't like vanilla. I think Enchanting Plus is a little OP, so we have that. We have the Gravestone Mod, which is amazing. Every time someone dies, every time someone dies that has a gravestone, you also have a chance to find graveyards, which has a dungeon itself, and this spawns like withers, and it's really hard, and all kinds of crazy stuff. Also, sometimes villages have withers. GrowthCraft, I've already covered that. You can plant grapes and stuff and actual vines. They're not like trees or generic like grapes. That doesn't make sense. You actually have to place an iron fence across 2 things up in the air. Then you place the grape tree or stem underneath of it, and it'll grow up into the iron bars. It's really, really cool. Let's see, GrowthCraft. I think that's all the mods right here, but we do have a couple mods that this doesn't show. So let's look up Hoy. So this is the small boats mod. It's kind of like the trains mod, just under featured. It's newer, but a stupid weeping angel. But it has all kinds of stuff, well, not all kinds of stuff, but you have like 4 different types or 5 different types of boats. I think this is the largest, and it's really cool. I mean, it rides just like a vanilla boat. I mean, it's really cool. So yeah, you got that. That's going to be really awesome to make like maybe a shipyard or something, and it'll especially be great whenever they add more ships. And then I think we have a couple other ones, but honestly, that covers almost every single one of them, and I feel like I've been talking forever, so this video is probably super long. I'm gonna check my Skype. Okay. Yeah, but I think that's it, guys. If you're excited for the pack, of course, there's a couple extra mods. Like, of course, we have Ray's MiniMap, we have NEI installed, we have all the NEI plugins for all the mods, and the server seems to be working pretty fine now, so. And all these are recorded like right after each other, so Zal hasn't fixed anything yet. But yeah, beta stages, I think all the mods are implemented, all the configs are done, we just kind of have to work out bugs, so that'll happen within the next couple of weeks. I think really there's no bugs besides this one, either Mo Creatures or Dungeons bug, I don't know what it is, but we're going to research it. But that's the only one I've been able to find. All the mods work fine, they seem to work fine with each other, that kind of thing. If you enjoyed, click the like button. If you're excited, click the like button a lot, like make sure it's odd number of times though, that way so it ends up being like again. Comment down below, subscribe to me if you're new. Also make sure when we restart the series to check out all the other guys. They'll be doing different stuff. Of course, me and German will be recording together. Luke. Rowan will be joining us every once in a while. I don't know if he will record solo or not, but we have me and him have been having some late night fun on this, playing with trains and stuff. We've been having a blast. But yeah, I love your faces. Hopefully you're having a great day, and I will see you next time.